Hey everyone, and welcome back to our League of Legends Top 5 Play Show, where we count down through amazing submissions sent in by people around the world. A quick message before we get started: we're giving away a HyperX Pulsefire mouse, and all you have to do to enter is give this video a thumbs up, be subscribed, and drop us a comment so we can find you later. Without further ado, let's get things rolling with a clip sent in by Gloy on Zack, who plays a vital role in setting up this play. His team gets ambushed from multiple angles, but he diverts pressure onto himself, baiting them in before transporting everyone directly into Galio and Ørianna's ult for huge AoE damage. Lux and Vi get melted instantly, followed by Nautilus, and Zack still has his passive, so he charges up Elastic Slingshot and dives in to take turret aggro. His team follows closely behind, and Thresh lands a great flash hook on Jace, leading to their 4th kill. This really breaks open the game because the death timers are long and they're positioned to take objectives. Great timing allows Zack to reposition the enemy team to the right place for his team to easily wombo. Our next play in today's lineup takes us from mid lane over to the Baron, as Caitlyn and her team are baiting their opponents to face check. She has a trap line set up, and Blitzcrank pulls Sejuani over to the other side, so they start taking swings at each other's front line. Blitzcrank goes down first, but Caitlyn traps Sejuani again, and the damage from her team becomes overwhelming as Piltover Peacemaker takes her down. Her teammates went too far, leaving Caitlyn outnumbered as Ezreal tries to get the jump on her, but she flashes back. They don't see all the traps in the brush and end up giving her a bunch of headshots, and then she caliber nets back and continues firing away. Ezreal has to retreat, but Kassadin messes up and goes in, thinking he's setting up his team to close in on her, but instead he seals his fate. Graves lends a hand from over the wall with his ult, but at this point she could have cleaned up, especially with Ace in the hole. At the end of the day, Caitlyn saved this fight with her positional awareness and so many back-to-back headshots, with Hurricane slowly chipping everyone down. Graves and NQ2 were able to secure the Baron after winning the fight. Moving right along and into our next play, we have Ventuss on Bard with an epic save and great turnaround. The enemy team is forcing the mid tower, but as Bard helps kill Thresh, I want you to keep an eye on Lee Sin, who enters the screen from the right side but messes up his combo. Bard sees this and instantly shoots out a beautiful Tempered Fate, which just barely gets him out of there alive, and then his team counterattacks with CC and damage. Ventuss flash autos to slow Victor, and now even with a flash, Riven is able to catch up and eventually get in range to flash and secure the ace. That was a fantastic use of the Tempered Fate, and talk about timing, Jace was literally mid-air about to finish off her boy Lee. Coming up next in today's lineup, we have Ørianna Grande playing Gangplank, and in the beginning we see him in position to place down a barrel, chaining it with a second one to chunk down Tristana before immediately falling back to wait for cooldowns and be in a better position. He knows the enemy team will want to come help Skarner, so he anticipates that and lingers near the choke point, throwing down a barrel and hitting them as they walk in with a huge powdered keg to kill Tristana, followed by his ult. Gangplank wants to help out his teammate, but Skarner drags him to no man's land, so GP decides to turn on Garen and use the true damage from his passive plus his strong melee DPS to take him down. Another great barrel gives him a big boost of speed while slowing down Kennen, and then Skarner whiffs the blind flash slow, giving GP a chance to turn the tides. He predicts they'll try to cut him off, and the blue trinket confirms, so he places the barrel out of line of sight, getting the jump on them first to take down Kennen and Morgana right after. Before we move on to our number 1 play of the episode, I want to show a part of this play again, but this time from the perspective of the enemy red team. Our friend Gangplank really used Fog of War in positioning to have some great barrels throughout this play. Feels bad, man. And last but not least, we have our number 1 spot occupied by Essential Oill on Galio, pulling so much weight in this crucial team fight. Right away, he charges right in to try and save his Lucian, but it's no use, and very quickly we start to see his team fall away from the dragon. Galio walks back with his team and puts pressure on Zed so that he eventually pulls back away from Lulu to rejoin his team. Essential Oill becomes this peel frontline monster as he gets on Shen, uppercutting him, but here comes the swarm of enemies, so he falls back and casts his ult. Unable to save Lulu, but he lands a huge 4-man knockup, followed by a massive taunt, which lets TF deal damage safely. Galio's the buffer layer between red team and his TF, and when Shen gets killed, he takes an offensive angle, charging forward, throwing out his Q, and then taunt flashing so that TF's wildcards connect on Draven. This leads to back-to-back important kills, and then by the skin of his teeth, Galio survives and TF gets the pentakill. And for our bonus clip of the week, we have Tonio on Zack, and this play is hilarious in so many ways. I'd highly recommend rewatching it a second time, but let's get into this. Zack blindly goes in, sees the Baron is low, and has a genius idea to bounce the enemy jungler out of the Baron pit, immediately takes the blasting plant back over to steal the Baron before Graves can secure it, and then he's outie just like that.
So style.
I mentioned earlier at the start of this video, we're giving away HyperX's new mouse, and to be entered in the giveaway, drop us a comment about anything, like the video, and be subscribed. I'll announce the winner of the giveaway at the end of the next top 5 plays, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyone who's been looking for a new mouse or maybe a backup, the Pulsefire mouse is just under 50 bucks, and for the price it feels really high end. We have a link in the description box to check out more details to see if it's right for you, so if you're interested, have a look before moving on to the next video. From everyone here on the Protatomonster team, thanks for tuning in today, and we hope you have an awesome day.